Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you guys today about this spiritual teacher. There's so many of them actually online on YouTube or whatnot, and this individual, I just happen to be subbing to her channel as part of, because I really like her teaching and stuff, and she's very young and stuff, and she always come across like her intention is very good, and she's out to make sure people on the right path and stuff. And she talked about who actually governing the earth, who's ruling the earth, and the ruler of the earth are not the the rulers right now running the show, and stuff like that are actually the archons. And the archons are the one who actually manipulate people on the top and trickles down to the governments. And basically they take their this is how he explained it. They take their orders from the archons, and she explained who are the archons. And archons, apparently there are demons or jinn who are upset, or they're holding this hatred toward humans because humans are able to live both lives, spiritual and physical. And they can only live, the archons or jinn or demons, they can only live the spiritual. They cannot live the physical, and that's why they're upset with us. So she went in a nutshell, like she explained. They are doing stuff where it have caused the earth to vibrate unnatural, not the original states of how God created or intended for this earth to vibrate. Because if I vibrated the way God have intended for it to vibrate, great things will happen to humans. Maybe evolution will be, sped up, or and things are start to happen sooner than going through this route, because it's not natural for us to go through this, but it's natural for them to go through that energetic manipulation and stuff like that, because I think they are changing the vibration in order to control the matrix and on the earth. And anyhow, I thought that video was great, and it gave me a lot of insight, because I didn't know like who's really running the show. I really thought what I'm dealing with are the one who actually running the show, but apparently it's coming from trickles from up to from the archon down to ruler of the earth, and then to the governments, and then each one from the rule of the governments goes into the government branches. Okay, so I'm going to include that video, and I think it's great. You guys can watch and stuff, and will open your eyes to a lot of hidden truth. And I've learned a lot from it, and I just thought for the longest time I just didn't know who I was dealing with. I really didn't know who I was dealing with, but it's what I'm dealing with now. They're trying to send me somewhere, and I asked the creator of all things to give me a sign, and if what they're trying to send me is a good place to go, and he did give me a sign right away. Okay, and so that's why I think I'm going to right direction, because and I keep seeing all this synchronicity of numbers, and I'm always been seeing like numbers that is actually associated with following the right path, and to uplift my morale and to try to think positively and da la la and stuff. Anyhow, I believe you know, because these numbers have not gone away. Obviously, they are divinely guided for the Creator of all things to come into my life to guide me through this turmoil that I'm going through. Okay, and I'm quite confident, even though they're trying to sway me to tell me like I'm not following the right path. I say to myself or to them, you know, God is in control, and if I'm doing anything wrong, let God be the judge. You know what I mean? They're not trying to influence me, give me something I don't want. Since I know the Archon are the one who are in control, I do not want to follow anything the Archon says or wants. You know, just not doing that. I just don't feel like it's in their place to tell me how I should live my life, or should I follow this path or that path. You know, because I feel there's a great deception. What I'm doing, I think what I'm doing is accurate. It reflects what they have in the books, or the plan. They planned something, and what I'm doing does not does not does not go hands in hands what they wanted to achieve. Okay, and that's why I've been through chaos and a lot of suffering and a lot of manipulation and a lot of hate, in my opinion. But it's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's life. Where things happen to other people, like, I'm not the only one on earth. A lot of people on earth who have experienced different type of turmoil or hate or negative attacks and stuff like that. I think look at what was happening to Gaza now, to Palestinians and stuff. So when I look at my situation, I don't think I could compare to Palestinian what they're going through right now. Okay, I believe everything happened for a reason, and I believe I'm not here to win, and I'm not here to follow people control system or manipulation and stuff like that, because I truly believe they don't have they don't have what do you call it, their heart is not in the right place for me. I think there's a deception has been hidden, and from the 144 or the target individuals globally. Honestly, I think I'm on the right track, and I know they're gonna try to downplay it and tell you like, you're doing it wrong and you're gonna go to hell. Okay, so let me go to hell. You know what I'm saying? So if I go to hell, wouldn't it be better for you guys? Or, unless they want to send me somewhere else, which is God have confirmed is for somewhere else. And they kind of package it to come across like they are doing me a favor. They're sending me to my homeland or my home planet, Kryptons, and stuff. And that's another story. Krypton, I looked it up, and Krypton was destroyed by the sun. So there is no Krypton. So what they sending me, and why this? What I'm doing is pissing them off so much, because I believe their intention is not very good. If their intention is, if his intention from a good place and stuff, then I would, understand, but I don't, I don't trust them. I don't trust them, and I just feel like, how could you help somebody you attacked for 9 years and destroyed their livelihood, and spread lies and fabrication and stuff about that person, and there's nothing you could say or do would give you the a chance to defend yourself or to come on head to head against your accusers. And besides, the accusers are their intention from the beginning, from the get-go, is not to get me out of this program. Their intention to keep me in this program forever, because it's like, they're telling me like, if I were to stop doing things, then they'll take me out of this program. You know what? I was straight and narrow in Australia for 2 years, and then I went for 2 years. I was, pretty much good, and then I went to Sudan for 3 years, and it was very good. You know what I'm saying? And so that's 5 years. If they're intended for them, like this is what their heart set on into letting me go, 5 years it would have been sufficient. No, but it was not, because it's not their intention. The intention is just to make me suffer and keep me in this program against my will for, end of days, and that's what's, honestly, that's how I feel. If they come up to me now and telling me, you're not accurate, how you feel is not right, and this is, we're intended to do this to let, but no. I've lost it the past 2 weeks. You know why? Because in a dream, they came into me in a dream, and they were trying to test something on me again. I can't remember, it was like maybe a month or a month and a half ago. And I'm thinking to myself, when is this fucking gonna end? You know what I'm saying? So when you think they're gonna let you go, they're gonna come back and they're gonna say, we're gonna test something on you. You know what I'm saying? Every time they tested something on me, it's the outcome, it was not for my, it did not come in my favor. It was causing me, it's not really, it's like a hurting, a rat every time you shocking them through electric current, and, you do it again and again and again. That's what's going on with me. That's what's happening to me since 2014. It's just never ending cycle of abuse. And then when I say something about it, they'll say like, to keep my mouth shut. They're telling me to keep my mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? And, but for how long? You want me to keep my mouth shut? I kept my mouth shut for 5 years. Nothing changed. I was good for 5 years. Nothing changed. So what can a person do to be released after this, your illegal human experimentation? You got what you wanted, but now it's becoming abuse. You got what you wanted. You got all the data you needed. Your released artificial intelligence laws. You registered, or policies been basically affirmed and put in place. And so the artificial intelligence came a long way, and now is they say, Elon Musk say, he says that it's smarter than humans. Is more articulated than humans, and it can write better than humans. So advanced way beyond what humans are capable of. That's what he said. So when you think they would let you go? I don't think they want. They had no ever intended to let me go. Their main intention to keep me on this cycle of abuse until my light runs out. And you see a lot of targeted individuals. Either committing suicide or going through this that messes with their psyche and stuff. I know my psyche is not oh, go ahead. Yeah, it's not what it used to be, because I've been cooked. I've been cooked, attacked, manipulated and stuff. Like, I don't trust people anymore. I don't trust people anymore. And now I look at everybody coming in my life, I feel like they're coming with a motive. Even if they say hello to me, and it could be just a friendly hello, I would think, look, why they're saying hello to me? They said hello to me because there's something somebody sent them. You know what I mean? It became like that. I avoid people. I am like a plague. I have no intention to talk to people. I have no intention to be friendly with people, not because I'm capable, but I just don't want to. I just feel like the trust is broken. Because so many people through this program have stabbed me in the back and pretended to be my friends, and but meanwhile they were correlating attack when I go to bed. I wake up and at night I hear things coming out of the closets and noise throughout the room, noise coming from the hallway and stuff like that. So I don't want to really give people a chance anymore to come close into my space, so they could hurt me again. I think it's all for the better if I keep people at bay. Even if they hurt me, I would not feel the same. Because when you gain somebody's trust and you kind of bring them into your space, and then they end up like stabbing your heart. It would hurt more, right? Because you learn to let these people in, assuming they are friends. But in reality, they already had this preconceived idea about you. So they came in with a motive. Everything done in secrecy, and then they slip. They will say something, what's actually going on through the head. And I'm pretty sure they slipped, 100%. But I don't hold any grudges, because I think, we all hold that type of personality. You hold like goodness and I guess negative or streaks or deception and stuff like that. Humans all have them and stuff like that. But some people are have gotten much better at it, and I just felt like I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to, like, if some people come in my life where I'm gonna question their intention. And but if you don't let them in, yeah, if you don't let them in, I think it's a good thing that you don't have to deal with being disappointed, or you open yourself for possible hurt. Okay, that's what my mindset at. I'm just right now and not in the right space. I am not in the right space, and haven't been for a long time. And I think their intention is to break, to break my psyche, and 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 to kind of demean me, and destroy my will, and stuff like that. Um, and So I know their intention is not coming from a good place, and even though they say like they are actually good people, I doubt. I doubt. Highly likely they are good people. Someone who would experiment on people without their consent, that's not a good person. You know what I'm saying? I know some of you guys will say like, oh, they're gonna pay you or whatever, and they're gonna pay us for experimenting on us, but experimentation should have been with consent. You cannot do that. It's unethical. So, I'm not saying that I'm a perfect person. You know what I'm saying? We're all not, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm like, you know, a saint or whatever. But at least I have more compass that I would never do this to anyone. The some things I know I cannot cross. You know what I'm saying? Because you fear God. You know what I'm saying? You fear the vengeance of God. Because when He tells you not to do it, and there's some things, yes, I fall into, temptation and blah, 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 and stuff like that. But God says, created humans, we know in their heart they're weak to begin with. You know what I'm saying? There's a verse in Holy Quran that says that. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm doing is, is not even compared to what they've done, and I'm not gonna really ask them to own what they've said or they've done. Like, I don't want them to come out and say like, yeah, we've done this to you, because they already told me they don't care. So I don't want to really talk about it, and I feel like I'm a broken record, and I just don't want to be in this program. I feel like it's not. I don't know. I don't know. You guys. I'm not gonna think about what will happen tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'll take every day as they come, and God is my ambassador and my judge. He will know. He'll judge on my behalf. Because you can't plead with these people. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can, level with them. You can, ask nicely. You can't beg. You can't do none of that. It's like they're emotionally unavailable, and like I'm talking to a wall. Every time I say something, I'm saying I'm hurting. They don't care. They don't even care. So I tend to believe that when they told me they don't care, they actually don't care. Okay? And I don't want them to care either. I don't want them to care, but I just want to be left alone. That's all I'm asking. It's like it's this cycle of abuse have to end. There are causing a lot of harm than good. And because now it's not about. This is not about running this test or whatnot. This is all about abusing. What can we do more to abuse him more? What can we do to hurt him more? What can we do to do horrible things to this person again? You know what I'm saying? Like I've done something to them, you know, you know, done something to them that I don't even know what I've done. You know what I'm saying? It's unjustified. It's not equivalent to, even if I've done anything, it's not equivalent to what they've done to me. It's a little bit lopsided, you know what I mean? You know, when someone do something, yeah, at least you do almost similar to what they've done to someone else. But you do not overdo it, where it becomes obviously the scale unbalanced. Look at this, like what's happening with Palestine. Palestine, like, you know, yeah, they said, you know, Hamas killed or whatever, 12 to 1,300, you know, Jews. But they're like, how many thousands and thousands have killed so far? Look how they demolition this Gaza, you know, their homeland. You know, it's like, and they're refusing to allow, support to come in, you know, for food or medicines and on all of that. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at, you know, Palestinians, I think what's happening to me is nothing. You know, and you know they obviously suffered more than I, you know. But I think he's if we have to compare, I think target individual suffered more because it's a long you know, it's a long suffering, like it's a long, you know, it's like it's happening for a long time. It's happening for a long time. That why it's not equivalent. You know, when you die, you get a bullet in your head, or you die, you don't suffer. You know, you die. You know, initially, you suffer at the moment, but then your soul leave your body, and that's it. It doesn't happen over 9 years. It doesn't, you know. That's me. 9 years, just me. Some target individuals, this happened to them longer, far longer than I have. You know what I'm saying? It's even longer than a Holocaust. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the whole thing is like it leaves, like, you know, sour taste in your mouth. You know what I mean? And the injustice that is happening. And then on top of that, there are calling me names and telling me like I'm lying and stuff like that, and refusing to acknowledge what's going on with me, and refusing to acknowledge that what I'm going through. It's like I'm not supposed to object. I'm supposed to just surrender and do what I'm told. Okay? And I think this is why I'm just tired. You know what I mean? I just said to myself, I'm gonna continue to talk about it, you know, because it's not like it's gonna go away anytime soon. Because I stopped talking about it for 5 years, it never went away. You know what I'm saying? And then they come to you in a dream. They're like, oh, we're gonna test this and that. You know, and you're not supposed to object. You object, they'll come into you in a dream and also threaten you. You know, somebody told me to shut the fuck up. But anyhow, I shut the F up for a long time. Did that change anything? No, it didn't. It continued. The abuse continued. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're enjoying the torments, they're enjoying the pain they inflicted on me, you know, and then I'm not had, you know, peace of mind for 9 years. You know what I'm saying? It's never-ending cycle, you know. And I keep continue talking about it because I just feel like nobody's listening. And like, you know, last night they told me, and this morning they told me like, I keep repeating myself, and you keep repeating yourself too. You keep experimenting on me. Isn't that repetition? Isn't it that repetition? You do the same thing to me over and over. What do you want? You want like a different story every time? You know? They want like a Harry Potter, you know, a novel, you know, with like different books and whatever. You know what I mean? So what do you want me to? You want to re-embellish what's happening to me, and you want me to just kind of, you know, knit it into something else. You want me to make it seem like it's not the same experience every time. It's the same thing. You know, what do you want? They wanted something new, telling me I'm keep repeating myself. Well, excuse me. You give me a new story. You give me a new story when you stop experimenting on me. That's a new story I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? But you have not. You have not given me a new story from, you know, since the day of inception. Okay? The creation of Earth. You have not given me anything. It's the same story. And so what's wrong with having the same story? Adam and Eve, you know, they ate the apple and they fell. And what's wrong with that? Okay? So you don't tell God like we don't want to hear that same story, right? But to me, you tell me we don't want to hear the same story. Have you given me anything different? Have you given me a different story that I can go by? I could say, today they've done something completely different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're, you know, they are, you know, doing things like they are, you know, for my highest good. They've done things that maybe I was so wrong about these people. You know what I mean? I wish I could say that. No, I still feel, and their intention is not good. Their intention is not coming from a good place. But hey, it doesn't matter. I don't really want to get into their intention because they're going to say I'm wrong about that too. Okay? I'm supposed to trust somebody. I'm supposed to trust them blindly because from the get-go, they were good to me. They were really good to me, and they've done great things to me in life. That made me feel like it benefited me as a human being, and it made me reshape me to the person who I am today. But nothing they have not. I can't feel. I don't feel like they've done anything that is actually. I don't feel like they have done anything that made me a better person. I think it made me a worse person. Very short with my family. I don't want to talk to them anymore. I avoid them sometimes if I can. And when they ask me for simpler things, I lose it on them. You know, simple things like in life, like I used to when they used to ask me. They used to bombard me with requests. I never used to get tired of it. Like, okay, I'll do it right away. You know, I've never got tired of doing it. You know, and working together, you know, with my brother to making sure everybody's taken care of and stuff. But I just started maybe part of. I'm not selfish. I'm not really saying I don't want to do anything for them. I just all about me, whatever. That's not why I'm acting this way. I just felt I'm emotionally and mentally exhausted. You know, I just feel like it takes a simplest task that used to come to me very easily. Now I feel like it's a chore. For me, it's like you know, building that Ark of Noah. You know what I mean? I feel like I have built it. You know, and I just feel like it's work. This not me. This what I'm saying is now this is not me. Being short like that with my family, being unhelpful, not don't want to support them and stuff like that, and this is always never been me. I used to help people that I barely know. I used to help people I barely know, you know, in community, universities, and just people in life, people at work and stuff. I used to, if somebody asked me to do something for them, I never said no, even though if it's like it's a big, if it was too much for me to carry. But now, I would rather, stay in bed all day, not do anything, not lift a finger, not pick up the phone. I just don't want to socialize. I don't want to like have to make somebody else's day. Why I'm always have to make somebody else's day? What have these people done to me or done for me since 2014? Nobody had done. Maybe my family, yes, but I feel like in people in general, they have not really supported me. When I talk about what's going on to me in life, they act like I'm mentally unstable or something wrong with me or whatever. Yeah, there is something wrong with me. What's going on with me now? You think is that normal? It's normal. It's normal to what? It's normal to normalize like when you feel like you're not like yourself and you're trying to normalize that behavior. That's not normal. Okay. I have done it for a long time, trying to be an actor and chameleon to take many roles and not let people know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Put this mask. Everything is fine and dandy. When in reality, nothing is going on. Nothing is going right. Nothing is. Everything is going on. My life is being chaotic, and it seemed like evolving. It's like a beast, and it's became like it's taking over my life. Taking over my life, and it changing me, and it causing me. It's causing me to change toward people who love me, people who cared about me. I have no. I shouldn't have. Allow it, but then I just said I can't have no control over the matter. I've tried to control this for a long time, but I'm just kind of. It's like sometimes I just don't want to walk on the street and I start screaming like crazy people. And, it's just I've seen them in Toronto screaming, and yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? But these people are, what happened to these people probably self-inflicted and stuff like that, but was not done to them. You know what I'm saying? What's happening to these people they've done it to themselves, but versus what's happening to me is done to me by someone else. It's not the same thing. I can debate this for a long time, but the enemy is like, you're broken record, you're telling us the same story all over and over again. I'm exhausted. I'm not even being heard. What's happening to me is I'm not being heard. Like nobody's telling me, we heard you and we know what's going on with you and we're sorry. No, they're not. They still wanna, ask me for things that I don't want. I don't want to, talk about it anymore. I don't want to really them to be in my life. I don't want them to control any aspect of my life. If I want to walk in the street naked, I want to be able to do that. I don't want to be like, do this and do that, and not do this and not do that. It's like I live my life for me. I don't want to live my life for someone else. To feed their, artificial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Behavior and emotions and stuff, how to act and how to be human. Artificial intelligence will never be human. Even if like, it was created by the some of the best, you know, brains in on Earth. Artificial intelligence would be nothing but a machine. Okay. And artificial intelligence, like weakest point is a virus. Give it a virus, you'd see what's going to happen with artificial intelligence. That's all. You know, it's a computer. So, computers are not immune to diseases and viruses. And so keep perfecting and and keep perfecting, and someone will make something to destroy it. You know, and that's what's going to happen. Anyhow, just kind of, guys, I want to talk to you today about what's going on with me. I feel like I'm in Canada against my will. It's like, they're twisting my arm to be here. I don't even want to be here. I have no choice but to come here. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to, if I could not come back to Canada anymore and not look back, honestly, I would forget them where they're actually located on the map. You know? Just, it's going to take a lot of therapy, a lot of, therapy to forget about what's happening, about what's happening and what happened to me, what I had to endure. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, that's all I'm gonna say. Life goes on. You know what I mean? I'm not here to, to change these people, but obviously, only God can. There's no, I feel like it's some people have gone beyond being helped. There's no use. They can't help them because they're refusing to acknowledge they have a, they are the problem. You know what I'm saying? Just like they destroy somebody's life and they destroy someone's entire being, and then they're gonna come back and pretend like they want to fix you. They want to put you back together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it doesn't work that way, And anyhow, at least these people should start with remorse. Having some remorse, having acknowledging guilt, acknowledging things that they've done to us, target individuals. Money does not void or take away what's happening and happened. Because some of the target individuals have committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? There's no turning from that. Like, these people didn't have a chance to hear you saying you are sorry. And it's still up to this point, you're not even sorry. You're not even acknowledging that what you've done is wrong. It's like and you want to change target individuals because you want to control them. People who don't want to play ball and don't want to accept what you're giving them, or they don't want to be a sellout, then you're going to continue hurting them till the, judgment day. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't win. I know I could never win. That's why I wrote today, and my profile, I said, you win, Canada. Yeah, you win, because it's not worth for me trying to reform you or make you better or make you change your mind about what you've done. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, I believe we're all gonna stand before the Creator of all things, and we're gonna answer for what we have done. Okay, and these people think, if these people think I'm going to hell, okay, what would they go for the things I've done to humanity? Just forget about the targeting. Before the targeting, there are so many things happening on Earth. Why you think these people have the right to enter heaven? And you telling me I'm going to hell? Does that make sense to you? No, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't even add up. Okay? So that's why I don't think I'm going to write wrong path. If I am, it's between me and God. Let God be the judge. Do not worry about me going to hell or whatnot. Okay? I'll be fine. It doesn't matter if I go to hell or go to heaven or go whatever. Oblivious, you know? At least I made my choice, you know. It's my, freedom to choose that is given to me by the Creator. Is, we're all given a freedom to choose. Humans, the second creation ever given a choice are jinn and human. Angels are the ones who are not given a choice. They cannot disobey God. If an angel were given a choice, if the angels were not given a choice because they're, this is what's part of their creation. Okay, but humans are given a choice. We are given a choice. Jinn are given a choice as well. Okay. So this, if I'm going to hell, let me be. Don't worry, it's my choice, right? So, but then it doesn't matter. To each his own. Life goes on. Life goes on. I'll be okay. I'm not the only one living in this planet. There are over 8 billion people. You're gonna control the choices of everybody in this planet? No, I don't think you're capable of doing that. Okay, it's life. All right, guys. Sorry about the blabbing and basically I have no sense of direction. What I want to talk about. I'm just talking about what's going on in general. It's repeated or original or never changed or whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Anymore. It doesn't matter. All right. Okay, guys. We'll stay in touch. All right. Bye.